You didn't come into this world waiting to be told what to do. You came curious, hungry to understand, eager to ask, why? But somewhere along the way, the questions got quieter, the curiosity faded, the why turned into whatever, not because you lost interest, but because the world trained you to. From the first time you were told to sit still and listen, to the lessons you memorized but never questioned, to the moments you sensed something was wrong but were told to trust the experts. It's not that you can't think for yourself, it's that you've been conditioned not to, and the longer you go without questioning, the more natural it feels. To never question at all. You weren't born this way, you were made this way. From the very start, you were shown the rules, in school. The right answer was the one in the textbook, not the one you found for yourself. Memorize, repeat, forget. And you were rewarded. At work, follow the process even when it's broken. Don't challenge the system that signs your paycheck. And you were rewarded. In the media, agree with the narrative. Don't ask for proof. Don't notice the gaps. And you were rewarded. The pattern is clear. Obedience is praised. Questions are punished. And over time, you learned that thinking for yourself isn't worth the cost. Not because it's wrong, but because the system made it feel dangerous. And when danger and discomfort collide, most people choose comfort. Every time. Machines run best when nothing interrupts the process. The same is true for systems of control. A worker who never questions is faster, more predictable, more profitable. A citizen who never doubts is easier to lead, easier to distract, easier to keep quiet. Thinking, real thinking, creates friction. It slows decisions. It challenges assumptions. It exposes flaws. And flaws are dangerous to those who built the machine. So the message is simple. Don't slow things down. Don't make people uncomfortable. Stay in your lane. It's not that they fear your opinion. They fear your ability to form one. Because the moment you start to think for yourself, you might start to act for yourself. And that's when the machine breaks. They tell you you're free, free to choose, free to watch, free to say whatever you want, and you believe it. Because the options seem endless. 1,000 shows, 1,000,000 videos, an infinite scroll of things to keep you informed and entertained. But freedom isn't about how many choices you have. It's about having the space to choose it all. And constant distraction leaves no space, no pause, no breath. When every moment is filled, there's no room for thought, no room for doubt, no room for truth. Distraction feels like freedom because it keeps you busy. But it's a cage. One you've learned to decorate with things you like, and the more you decorate it, the less you notice the bars. What happens when you follow a single thought? All the way to the end? No notifications pulling you away. No headlines breaking your focus. No one telling you what the answer should be. Just you and the question. At first, it feels slow, unproductive, like you're wasting time. But then, something shifts. One thought leads to another. Connections form. Patterns emerge. And you start to see what was hidden in plain sight. This is why they fear stillness. This is why they keep you busy. Because a single uninterrupted thought is enough to unravel the lie, enough to expose the cage, enough to make you walk away. And the moment you see the bars, you can't unsee them. Now you know. You weren't born obedient. You were trained. The noise wasn't random. The rules weren't neutral. The distractions weren't harmless. They were the walls, the locks, the chains. And yet, the key was always yours. Not outrage, not rebellion, just the courage to think, to follow one question until it's answered. To see one truth and refuse to forget it. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You only need to start. So, will you let them keep writing your thoughts, or will you take back the pen? You can start now, with one question, with one moment of stillness, with one choice to think again.